Hey everybody, so welcome back to Behind the Sketch number 9. I haven't shot these in a while, but if you remember, this is a show where we talk to content creators and kind of find out what's going on, what's their process, why they like content creating, and just a little bit about who they are. We have the irrefutable, the dangerous, the unstoppable, the hysterical, and downright probably sweetest person I've worked with on any sketch set, Miss Brooke Hayley Martin.
Oh my God, thank you for having me, Paul, and that is the sweetest intro I think I've ever gotten. I've gotten some good ones too,
So Brooke and I actually have worked together on a couple of sketches, right? We did Pig Heart.
Mm-hmm. The only problem is, you gave my husband a pig heart.
Doctor, I really don't see any problem. I mean, I've only seen benefits. Pigs are really intelligent animals.
He's picked up some really weird habits in the bedroom. Now it's like, well, this isn't the person that I married, but he's still the person I married and that I love him. So there's nothing you can do.
Well, we just got a new shipment in. Don't know if you'd be interested, but it's a donkey penis. We can give him one of those.
We'll take it.
Yep. My wife loves it.
Oh, I don't know if a donkey would solve it, but like therapy is a good first step.
Yeah, a donkey goes a long way. So hopefully...
A long way.
Every time I work with you, you always come in professional. You always come in prepared. You always have a bunch of different outfits. Like, you're ready to go. And it's like, it's a breath of fresh air. When she came in here, we were talking about shooting and how Matt Jones, who's been on this show before, reached out to you about shooting, and you were like, I'm always down to film.
Yeah. I like to think I'm DTF, down to film, all the time. I think I like to play pretend, like it's like being a little kid, and I just want to like go and play with people.
Yeah.
And that's why I like working on set with you and with Matt, is like, we literally just play like we're 12.
Exactly.
Probably even younger, because I feel like 12 is when you get a little self-conscious about yourself.
Yeah. If you could choose the perfect route, would you want to do comedy or drama? Comedy
is my favorite, and I think comedy is my first love, and I feel like I'm really good at looking at a script and being like, oh, this is the joke.
Yeah.
And this is why this is funny.
Yeah.
I like doing drama. Like, obviously, I would like to be a big motion picture actor. And I feel like to do that and to be pretty successful, you gotta do some meaty dramatic roles. And I would like to do that as well as a superhero movie. Anyways, so I would love to mainly do comedy and then sprinkle in those like meaty parts. But comedy is my first love.
You know, you're a content creator and you make TikToks, which I think are hilarious too. What do you like more? You like YouTube more? You like TikTok more? You like Instagram Reels more?
It's hard because they're so different. Like, TikTok and Instagram Reels are the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather do a TikTok and then like just use that as my Instagram Reel. I really enjoy TikTok because it forced me to be creative all the time and like tell stories. It also forced me to like work really hard on short form comedy because the best TikToks are like 7 to 15 seconds max. And so you have to be able to tell like a full story or full character realization or things like that within that. So
with your TikToks too, you kind of cosplay stuff like with your outfits and your makeup, which is like so next level impressive that you're able to do that and shoot it and like put that all together in probably like a short time frame and then make it into like an 8-second video that you post, which takes time as well.
So I really like anime. I watched a lot of anime. I watched a lot of Pokemon growing up. Like, let's be real, like Pokemon's my...
Right. Did you like Pokemon or you loved Pokemon?
Oh, I love Pokemon.
Okay.
I had a Pokemon bedspread, Pokemon backpack, Pokemon sweatshirt. All of my walls were covered in like Pokemon posters and stuffed animals, and I remember my parents being like, it's a phase.
I told you it's a phase.
They were like,
this is a phase. Like, you're not always gonna like this. Like,
I'm 8, and they're like,
you probably shouldn't tattoo Pikachu on yourself.
Which I still haven't yet.
I like Geodude.
Yeah. Sorry.
Because for some reason when I used to play Pokemon Go, which I know you play, you've told me before. I would only catch Geodudes, but I think because maybe I didn't play it enough or something. I got like a lot of Geodudes.
You wanted to? Or that's all
I don't know. I would like, that's all that was around me. Every time I went on that damn app, like it was like a Geodude in my apartment, and then there was a Geodude outside, and then like I was like in the back of an Uber, and there'd be a Geodude. Like it was like the only type of Pokemon that were around me. I'm not, if I went into my, I think I still have my Pokemon Go, or I can count. And I think I have like 17 Geodudes.
You can like crush them up for Geodude candy.
What? Are you serious?
Well, you like transfer them
You
to
kill
the
them?
professor,
You kill them?
but then you get candy back, and I really think they're just crushing them up into candy.
This has gotten really
It
dumb.
makes you more powerful.
So when you're shooting, do you generally just shoot by yourself? Do you have someone help you? Is it just you with a tripod and your phone, and you're like, all right, I'm not gonna move, I'm gonna be in this spot, do it, and then I'm gonna turn, but then I'm gonna do my makeup and then do the same move?
Yeah.
That's the idea, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I would love to have help in filming this. I am a one-woman show, and I have also like a family of tripods.
Okay.
Is how I like
tripods,
to.
very important.
Yeah, I have like my ring light, I have my backdrop set up, I have my umbrella lights, and then I have a tripod for my phone and a tripod for my iPad if I need that for things. But and then I'm really good with editing, and I actually really like the app InShot for all of my editing on my phone.
What's the app called? InShot?
InShot.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sponsored by them, but I should be. But so I prefer to film it on my phone and then edit it in InShot, even though TikTok has an editor.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I will film all one part, and then I go through like the makeup change and the hair change and stuff, and then I will film all that part, and then I will splice it together.
And that's the one thing I've talked about here before is like, when you're doing all this, like right now, it's just like Brooke and I in a room, and we're just by ourselves with these lights. And I could talk to like, hey, camera guy, what's up, man? Dude, yeah, it was great. Was that a good take? Do we look good up here? But there's really nobody behind the camera. It's just, it's a skeleton guy on the door.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Paul's a one-man show. I almost said
But-
one-woman show, one-man show.
I mean, so I think what's so great about now is, the good part is like you can do all that and you put it out there. But the bad part is it's like you end up just trying to do everything, and you come like, it gets like, I feel like for me, sometimes I can get burned out or get like a little overwhelmed because I'm like, all right, well, I have to make sure I'm getting the right lighting, I have to check the sound, I check the camera, and then after like 3 weeks of shooting stuff, I'm like, I'm beat. I'm exhausted. You know?
Yeah, you're wearing a lot of hats. Same
Yeah.
thing, like because I've produced sketches that I wrote and directed them and starred in them, and then the TikTok, and then even my YouTube. It's like I am wearing every single hat in the room. And I learned about video production in high school. So I have like really good editing skills and things like that.
Yeah, which is super important.
They've just come in handy so much throughout my life. And as an actor, I can't wait for like Martin Scorsese to be like, hey, you girl, get on in here.
I mean, it'll happen. Honestly, you just gotta put it out there.
But hey, Martin, call me.
Your YouTube channel, though, I think your YouTube videos are really funny. Actually, there was one that I watched, like the entire thing. This playing episode, chapter 1, Operation. That like, I was busting laughing.
Good, really?
What is that?
Operation Quarterback. An incident at the FBI sends you on a new mission, going undercover at college to protect the senator's son. But will your growing feelings for him threaten everything? This one to me sounds a little bit like Never Been Kissed, which is like the perfect Valentine's Day rom-com. I haven't watched it in a really long time, but from what I remember, I did like it. Yeah. Please be advised that this story, I was spending Valentine's Day alone, and so I thought that I would play Episode. And Episode is a phone app. It's a choose your own adventure that's got like very steamy storylines.
I was definitely curious to see what was gonna happen next with the quarterback.
Oh, it gets exciting.
So, do you only want to be in front of the camera, or do you like to see? Do you ever see yourself behind the camera?
I love producing.
Yeah.
I love producing. I love directing. I write, but my writing is not my favorite. I just feel like other people are better at writing than me.
Yeah.
But I'll still like write a lot of sketches. Like I have my web series, and that's like I was co-written, and some episodes were just me, some episodes were just her.
Hi, my name is Erin Skurback,
Hi, Brooke Hayley Martin,
and I'm reading for the role of Marie.
Whenever you're ready.
You almost let him kill me.
I trusted you. How could you?
I had to use you as bait. It was the only way to avoid blowing my cover.
But I loved you, and you were willing to risk my life. How could I ever trust you again?
I would never let anyone hurt you.
Say it again.
I could never let anyone.
I'm sorry. It says that she kisses him with passion.
Before I even had met Brooke, when I was, creeping on her YouTube channels and all her videos, as all of you should at home, and
Wait,
go follow
you watched
her.
my stuff before you knew me?
Apparently I did.
Sometimes I feel like I don't fit in. But then I got custom clothes from M. Taylor.
Nice shirt.
Yes.
1,000 times yes! I can't believe this is happening! I said yes!
We don't belong here.
Yeah, I think we gotta get out.
How did you get these commercials?
I didn't really start booking, until my acting got better. Because I started off doing theater, and it was a huge transition to go from theater to film. Like, it's very different medium and styles of acting, even though it's at the end the same concept.
Yeah.
I got better at acting, and then I chopped off all my hair. And that is when they were like,
They were calling.
We want you in that commercial. So my entire commercial reel, I think, except for one which may not be on there anymore, I have short hair. And that is what they love.
Short hair, huh?
They love the bob.
So there you go, ladies. Or men, if you have long hair. You gotta cut it short.
Get a bob.
I was lucky enough a few years ago when I was dabbling into acting, where I got a few commercials, which I was very blessed to get, but both of those were kind of just like random flukes where I was
I feel like you have a very commercial look.
I mean, apparently I did. And I walked through the door and it was like 20 of my best friends all hanging out there, and we had a great time. We played some video games, watched some NBA that was on that night.
Live scoring on FanDuel is awesome.
It's good to see just my score rise and rise and rise.
Over 1.2 million people have already won money on FanDuel. It can really pay to be a fan.
My first time, my first time submitting a commercial, I got it. Second time submitting, got it. So I said, I gotta take this acting thing a little more seriously. And guess what happened in the next 6 months? 0. And I say, maybe I'm not very good at it.
I feel like it's because you really...
Because it's like when you don't care, it's like that Office Space vibe. It's like you don't care about things, you're cool about it, you're being chill about it. They're like, oh, we like this guy's demeanor. But then when you like really want it and you try, it like doesn't work.
I feel like I've been very lucky recently getting to film a lot because I've taken the weight out of it.
Yeah.
Whereas before I was like kind of desperate of like, oh my God, I want this so bad. And I still want it so bad, but it also feels like it's in my hands, and because of like TikTok and YouTube and sketches, and I'm doing another movie right now, like it just feels like it's all
just slowly building and slowly getting, and you'll get there when it happens kind of thing.
And I'm just enjoying it. And like DTF.
Exactly. And so my last question that I always ask everybody on here is if someone is moving to Los Angeles and they're like, hey, I want to be a performer, an actor, I just want to, go out to LA and create stuff and be something. What advice from what you've learned from your experiences would you give them?
Volunteer to be a PA. You will get experience on being on set and how a set runs, language of the set, things like that. Try to be on set as much as possible. I remember I helped out with a movie when I first came out here. There was a group of guys who I was always trying to work with because they were always shooting. In the movie, they were in a garage, it's raining, and they were supposed to be driving a car, and I was the ongoing headlight. So I would stand there with like a little LED in my hand, and every so often be like,
that's great.
Because I was the oncoming cars.
That's going to be, if you're ever on Jimmy Kimmel tonight, that's going to be your story. That's going to be the story. You know they always have a story?
Yeah.
That's a good story. Thank you, Brooke, Hayley, Martin, for joining me. Be sure, if you're a TikTok fan, if you watch TikToks, follow Brooke there. But of course, this is going to go on YouTube. So I'm going to put Brooke's little handle, like little bubble thing, somewhere on this screen. So just click that. You can subscribe to her there if you like everything you saw today. Then you're gonna just get more of it on her channel, and then you could watch her as much as you want. You don't even have to go through my channel to watch her. You just watch her directly through her channel. Thank you
so much for having me, Paul. I had a great time. I had a great time hanging out with all of you.
I mean, it's over. You don't have to say that to everybody. You can just lie. And then...
They suck.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, lighting guys, everybody.
Bye, thank you. I have bar stools in my house that are not stable, and I always sit in them, and it takes forever to get up into them because they're so high, but then I will just fall. But they look really good.